Agribusiness, looking ahead to this Friday's USDA crop production report. One firm is anticipating even larger final production numbers. Informa Economics pegs corn yield at 161.6 bushels per acre versus USDA's previous estimate of 160.4. The group says that means the overall crop will top 14 billion bushels. Last report was just under 14 and 13.9. And for soybeans, Informa pegs yield at 44 bushels per acre, a 1 bushel increase from the last report. Informa thinks that will mean a 3.3 billion bushel crop, up from USDA's previous estimate. Al Pell joins us now to discuss how growers should prepare heading into the report this week. Good morning, Al.
Our guest here at the Agribusiness Desk, Jim Bauer. Bauer Trading. Jim, there's a big report coming out this Friday. And the reason it's such a big report, it'll be the first real report we've had since October last year. So what's going to happen and what's the market going to be looking at?
Yes, it's the dreaded January report. And you and I have talked for a number of years just how violent and how important that particular report is to the marketplace. It has a history of being schizophrenic. It's fooled a lot of people, including myself, many times. I thought, in fact, the last 2 years, it's been very, very volatile after the release of the numbers. But it is what it is. We have to learn to adapt to it. We'll get some estimates going into that particular report. But some of the numbers that we've put together and looked at going into this particular report, I don't have them memorized. I'm going to read them here for you. But U.S. winter wheat area has exceeded the trade expectations in 3 of the last 4 years, although nearly all of the years since 1988, we've seen the USDA winter wheat areas well below the average trade guess. So that leaves a lot of room for maneuvering in just what they think on this acreage, because as you know, wheat has been under heavy, heavy pressure up until just recently. And so the market's trying to find a foothold in here someplace. And of course, the wheat producers are concerned about marketing the remainder of last year's crop as well as this forthcoming crop for 2014. Then going over to the stocks number, for corn and soybeans, the December 1 corn stocks has exceeded trade expectations in 3 of the last 5 years, so that's not too violent. December 1 bean stocks were below trade expectations in 6 of the last 10 years, so not too far off. That's the stocks. But here's where the kicker comes in. From a demand standpoint, corn and soybeans, final U.S. corn demand was below USDA's December forecast in 6 of the last 7 years. So trade got confused. Final U.S. soybean demand has exceeded USDA's December forecast in 5 of the last 6 years. So again, divergence there. So what I'm trying to say is be prepared for a lot of volatility from this report, but when it's all said and done, it'll still come back to probably what's going to happen in the southern hemisphere over the remainder of January, the first 2 or 3 weeks of February.
Jim Bauer, Bauer Trading, our guest here. We'll be back more in a moment.
For a free 2-week trial to Jim's daily global market letter, call Bauer Trading toll-free at 1-800-533-8045. The unique chemistry in Preaxor fungicide from BASF delivers longest-lasting disease protection, advanced plant health benefits, and consistent performance.